good morning or good afternoon. I always say good morning, don't I? So today we're going to do why. It's a Discovery Toys book. And I've got why, when, and how. And I know there was a couple more, like what, why, when, where, and how. But somehow over the past 30-ish years, as my boys grew up, these are the only 3 I have left. Anyway, a neighbor girl asked me to read why. So here we go. A Discovery Toys question book. Why do things that go up always come down? When you jump up in the air, your body comes right back down. Apples fall down from trees. Leaves fall to the ground. All things that go up come back down to the ground. Sometimes in the earth, something in the earth pulls them down. It's a special force called gravity. Gravity works like a magnet to hold things close to earth. You cannot see gravity, but it's always there, keeping houses, cars, tall buildings, lakes, rivers, all things, you and me, close to the earth. So that's why things that go up always come down. Why are people different colors? We're all special people born with our own special looks. We have a special color hair, eyes, lips, and special color skin. We cannot choose what color we want to be. We're born with skin that is our own special color. Children usually have the same kind of coloring that their parents and grandparents have. All people have a special coloring called melanin in their skin. Melanin gives color to skins. People with a lot of melanin have dark-colored skin. Light-skinned people do not have much melanin. If they go in the sun, they may get a little bit more melanin in their skin. We say they have a suntan. In some people, the melanin is not spread evenly over the skin, but forms small patches of color. Those little patches are called freckles. Why does the moon change its shape? The moon does not change its shape. It only looks like it does. The moon is shaped like a ball. It is very dark without any light of its own. But the sun nearby is very bright. The sun shines on the moon. Then the moon acts like a mirror and reflects or bounces back the light of the sun. What we call moonlight is really the sun's light bouncing off the moon. Sometimes we can see a lot of the moon. At other times we can only see a little. This is because every 28 days the moon goes around the earth. We see a different part of the moon as it moves around us. When we see a full moon, the front side of the moon faces us. It looks like a big circle in the sky. But when we look at a crescent moon, that's this tiny one over here, a crescent moon, we see only a tiny shining sliver of the whole moon. The rest of the moon is there, but it's hidden in the darkness. Why doesn't it hurt when I cut my nails or hair? It doesn't hurt when you cut your nails or your hair because nails and hair don't have any nerves in them. The nerves help us to feel pain. When your foot touches the hot water in your tub, ouch! The nerves in your body carry a message of pain to your brain. Your brain tells you to quickly move your foot away from the hot water. This give and take happens faster than you can blink your eyes. But when you cut your fingernails or your toenails or get a haircut, it doesn't hurt at all. There are no nerves in your nails and hair to carry a message to your brain, so you can't feel any pain. Why does furniture make noises at night? It's late at night. You're lying in your bed trying to go to sleep. Then out of the stillness you hear a noise. Creak! It sounds very loud and a bit scary. But don't worry, there are good reasons for that noise. During the day, the heat from the sun warms everything. At night, things cool down again. Your furniture gets a little bigger during the day when it's warm or when it's hot, and it shrinks at night when it's cooler. When this happens, a part of a chair or a table may suddenly slip a little and creak. Houses and furniture make noises during the day too, but we can hear the noises much more easily at night when it's quieter. So, that's why that happens. Did you know that? Why do leaves change colors in autumn? In spring and summer, most leaves are green. A special coloring called chlorophyll gives them their green color. When autumn comes, the leaves are ready to fall from the trees. Their stems begin to break away from the branches. Then the leaves cannot get much of the water that comes up from the roots of the trees. Without water, the leaves' green color fades away. Then other special colors or pigments hidden in the leaves can be seen. Oak leaves change from green to brown. Leaves on a sweet gum tree turn a bright red color. Maple leaves turn different shades of yellow or red. Why is it cold in the winter and hot in the summer? That's a good question, isn't it? The sun is a giant fiery star in the middle of the solar system, which is our family of planets. Our Earth travels around the sun in a circle called an orbit. The Earth is tipped at an angle as it speeds through space, and the sun heats the Earth as it travels around the sun. When the part of the Earth where we lived is tipped nearer to the sun, our weather gets hotter because we're closer to the sun's hot rays. Then we have our summer. But when our part of the Earth is tipped farther away from the sun and its warming rays, our weather gets colder. Then it's winter. Hot and cold weather, summer and winter, all of these changes are caused by how far away we are from the sun. Why do bees buzz? What do bees say? Buzz, buzz. Buzz. Wrong. Okay, wrong. Bees do not say buzz, buzz. In fact, bees don't say anything at all as far as we know. That buzzing sound is made by their wings moving up and down very quickly, very, very quickly. Honeybees move their wings back and forth more than 400 times each second, or about 26,000 times a minute. Whoo-hoo! Their wings move so quickly we cannot hear each separate movement. Instead, we hear a buzzing sound. Bzzz, there goes another bee. Why do camels have humps? That's a good question. That guy's got 2. That guy's only got 1. Most camels live in deserts where it's hot and dry and sandy. Food and water are hard to find. Camels need to carry supplies of food with them as they travel across the sand. These special supplies are in the humps on their backs. The humps are large lumps of fat that give the camels energy when food is far away. Other animals store fat in their bodies too, but only camels keep most of their fat in a hump. When camels have had plenty to eat and drink, their humps are big and firm. But when camels have not eaten for a long time, their humps shrink and become flabby. Sometimes the hump even flop over the camel's back and hang down on their sides. There are two main kinds of camels. Arabian camels have one hump. They live among the desert people of Africa and Asia. Bactrian camels have two humps. They can be found in Mongolia and other parts of Asia. Okay, so it's not water, it's fat. Why do some people become bald? Some people lose their hair when they get sick or when they don't eat enough. But most people can become bald because they have fathers or grandfathers who became bald too. Baldness runs in families. Just like blue eyes or curly hair, baldness is something that parents can pass on to their children. Usually, the baldness is passed through the mother's side of the family. So if your mother's father, your grandfather, is bald, chances are you could be bald one day too. But if you're a girl, don't worry, since men are more likely to lose their hair than women are. Why does the tide go in and out? Waves roll on the beach all day long. Sometimes the sea rises up and the waves creep farther and farther up the sand. This is called high tide or flood tide. The beach becomes smaller because much of it is covered by the ocean. Then the water level drops. Okay, see the top picture? The tide is in. Then the water level drops and the waves do not come up as far on the beach. This is called low tide or ebb tide. Shells and strange, wonderful pieces of driftwood from the ocean are often left on the beach. Tides are caused by the pull of the moon and the sun. As the moon goes around our earth, it acts like a magnet and pulls on the ocean waters. The sun pulls too, but not as strongly because it's much farther away. High and low tides happen twice a day. Why do zebras and tigers have stripes? Zebras and tigers have brightly colored stripes that make them easy to find at the zoo. But in the grasslands and jungles where these animals usually live, their stripes make them hard to see. The zebra's black and white stripes hide them from hunters in Africa. The stripes look just like the shadows in the tall grasses where the zebras roam. The tigers of Africa and Asia can hide easily with their stripes in grasses and bushes to surprise the animals they hunt. The stripes these animals wear is called camouflage, which means they hide the animals from others. Animals that hide well can catch a good dinner, or they can miss being a dinner for someone else. So that's our book, Why? I hope that answered some of your questions you've thought of about why. And tomorrow I've had a request for a Sesame Street book about a day in the life of Oscar the Grouch. So we'll try that tomorrow. Have a great day.